Big brother, it's big brother, it's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother, it's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother, on past the gravy bro.
What is going on, fam? It's Past the Gravy Bro, and it's Alex, Emma, Allison, and Pat back at it again. This is our next to last episode of the season. And did you guys enjoy that half-hour episode? And then they just played commercials, and we talked to the cookout for 5 minutes.
For 10.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny that Emma texted 20 minutes, and I was like, it's not going to be 20 minutes.
They won't be anywhere near that. They have to run all of their commercials. 20 minutes.
No, and that's what's sad. And she even hurried them along. She was like,
all right,
quickly.
Hey, shut up, Kyle. Let's fucking get to it. Come on, chop.
The key is if you're also watching football, you don't notice all of the commercials.
You relish in the commercials.
True.
In the downtime.
Great point, Pat. If you were doing that, then there you go.
Good observation.
I'm wicked smart.
Oh, now Pat shows. That's what Bean says in the chat.
Hey, I'm always here on Thursday, baby.
I don't know. What did you guys think?
I'm not here on Thursdays. This is my first Thursday.
This is Emma's finished with class.
It is!
Second.
I've not
Weren't you here
the single eviction episode.
I thought you were here the first Thursday. Or no, I was trying to convince you to skip class and come to the first Thursday.
I almost skipped class. Glad I didn't.
Yeah, smart.
So what did you guys think of the episode?
Sorry.
I mean, I think there wasn't a lot of stuff really to cover. There was I think they did a good job kind of covering what happened with Monty and Taylor in the fight, except it was like they shortened it down a little bit to where it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sick of this conversation, because that's really the only thing that's happened in the house all week besides playing cards.
Yeah, but I mean, even like what they cut out was Monty talking to Turner about it and moving all of his stuff out of the HOH room, moving all of his stuff out of the HOH bathroom, and then like a day and a half later, finally
Not even.
He took so long to actually talk to her.
He was
He
mad.
moved that shit right back up real quick.
Got to cool his head down.
But he moved his shit out, and then he sat down to talk to her, and come on. First of all,
I didn't expect him to have that conversation with her. Because the last time when we left off about how he was secretly leaving the relationship.
Yeah, he was doing a quiet quit of the
relationship. That's what you need to quote that. A quiet quit. So yeah, I felt proud of him for a second, but to know that it was so many days. Also, I was looking down when they started that scene, and Alex hit me, and we both looked up, and I said, "You thought she was naked," because she looked a little bit naked in the bathtub.
She's wearing her swimsuit.
Yeah, he was like, it was like,
were they showing this on TV?
Are we going to see boobs on TV?
When they were showing that on the feeds, I had to look at it really closely because I was like, she's not like under anything. She's not under the bubble.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran of looking for that. I immediately saw the bathing suit.
You are a veteran of looking at that. You've chatted long
lines. Yeah. I'm a dude. I'm a little bit of a perv.
Creep.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty petty of Monty. Although Emma seemed like you were kind of on Monty's side in a lot of the argument. Honestly, I felt like I was surprised at your opinion on it.
Specific instance of the headphones. I thought, Taylor was, and then she did a good job apologizing for that.
Yeah,
I thought she did because he fell asleep though. He fell asleep. He wasn't using the headphones. She didn't mean to pull the glasses off.
It was a power move.
It was a power move, but like the way he made it seem like you just love having power over it. He's like, bitch, I was asleep. Like,
well, I don't like that. Like he spent more time on saying that when she was on the block. And then she was nice, but as soon as she had any sort of power, it went to her head, and that's why it was a power move. And like basically she's only like palatable if she's not confident. Is what he ran around in circles with for a while.
That's the way he likes them.
I like them when they.
Look, I don't want a woman with confidence that feels good about herself. She's always got to feel like shit and serve me.
Mundo said he wasn't petty. He was being honest and communicative. Yeah, but he was also being a little bit of a bitch. She was just like, yeah, well, you weren't there the whole time, and he was like, oh, that's so rude. Like, come on.
I can understand that one more than I can understand the headphones thing.
Yeah.
My God, boy, you were sleeping.
Both of them, though, calm the fuck down, Monty. Like, come on. It was just a. And
like it only woke him up. It only woke him up because she also knocked off his sunglasses, which she didn't mean to do.
No, but the power move of like she was saying,
and he wasn't even using them because he was sleeping and his eyes were closed.
Yeah, pull it off his head as the move. She wasn't saying like, "Oh, I just did that because I thought I wanted my headphones back." She had motive, which is
you females.
How old is she? Like what? 23?
No, I think
25.
As she's between 25 and 28. I think
if she's under 27, I get it. Over 27, you're being petty.
She's a former Miss Michigan. Let's put it this way: she's old enough now where Leo wouldn't date her.
Ooh. Oh, she's definitely. Well, yeah, she's over 25.
Except now he's supposedly dating. She's like 27, the model now. So
mom.
He's growing.
Good for him.
Good for him. He has also aged.
By the time
I've been waiting.
By the time he's 64, he might date someone who's 30.
Sorry.
Well, one of the things that that Monty kind of really grinded his gears was her being like, well, I mean, you have been, like, he was like, I just can't believe that I've known someone and been in their life for a whole year.
Yeah,
talking about his goddaughter. And she was like, well, I mean, you have it for like 3 months. And it's like, but like, she's not wrong. And like, she was being sarcastic.
She's
and
being sarcastic, but then she apologized for it.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't being sarcastic.
I thought the way she argued it was just like,
27.
Dude, I was fucking joking, man.
See?
Chill.
No,
like,
take that's what I would have said.
Like if I had said that sentence and Alex said, no, you haven't, I'd be like, hey, and you'd say, I'm just kidding. Like, I get what you mean. But she was like,
we've all been away with my family. It's like, you don't have to expect just that. I was fucking kidding, man. I was joking.
Like, she didn't say that. So that
it was a bad joke. I don't know.
But she didn't say that.
Apparently, Monty's never been around anyone who uses humor to hide the pain.
Or who has about it either. He didn't say.
He's been around a lot of people for a year of their life.
No, stop.
You know, like that was what he said. I can't believe you've been around somebody for a year of their life.
Said something equivalent to me, like not that because that's a little weird. But if you had said something like the Giants, blah 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 blah, and I said, okay, yeah, see, and it's exactly the same thing, like immediately. So for her to rub his skin literally the wrong way, like it just rubbed him the wrong way, and good for him for saying it, but awful for him for saying it days later. But it also, when Daniel said, I thought the flashbacks was right because I was telling Alex, like sometimes she probably did say that stuff. Like the girls were justified in being like, because Alex, was eating. And I said, so I would say, you're going to eat that whole thing. And he was like, yeah, that is a little hurtful. Because I think she would say things like that.
Yeah. I like what Raymundo brings up, which is kind of funny because you can't do this on Twitter, but it says
no, it's not.
It is. He says it's okay to say that Taylor is wrong sometimes, and I do think.
Yeah.
I don't think she's wrong though.
I feel bad for saying
she's not wrong in this instance in a lot of ways, but I do think like she's been wrong about things, and like
she has.
She's human.
Crazy. Like I was gonna go troll one of those Twitter Spaces before the episode started, and I looked and it was like 75% of the people in it though were like had Taylor as their avatar, and I was like, I'm not gonna. I was just gonna be like, what do you guys think about like Kyle is like? I mean, like I know he had a couple bad days now, but like really, like AFP, I think is his to lose. And then I was like, no, I'm gonna get some backlash from this group.
Yeah. I just like,
but
I feel like if they,
it's weird. She can do no wrong according to so many people.
No, I think she totally can, and I think that if they picked better things to like point out, like if she said something like you're gonna eat all of that, like yeah, that definitely sounds terrible. But like Paloma's whole thing was she said something mean when I dropped a pineapple, and she said, oh no, not the pineapple. That's
a bad example.
That's terrible.
Well, she tried on her finale night dress and we hyped her up to go do it.
Yeah, like they're picking the wrong shit, so it's still made up. I'm not saying she comes off great. She proclaims that she is a cold bitch. Like she latches onto that.
Yeah, and so
she says that she is, and she can be.
It's not.
I love her.
So I'm sure she can be, and so so I feel like she does rub people the wrong way, and I just got to see it through Monty. And I think I like Monty. So
I also think that we're not really taking into account the fact that like there's been 4 of them in a house for a week, and there's nothing to do. They play cards a lot. They sleep a lot. So like things that happen in the house are going to be blown out of proportion, and that is what this house does. And from us, like being like, we're going to work, you know, we're sleeping regular hours. We're not up all night scheming and thinking people are plotting against us.
Shit that he said that will like he said something about how like he would have been much more aggressive about it outside of the house and like
you know what that means.
No, yeah, he sucks. They both kind of suck.
BB is right. He had said that where is it? Monty would have little fights like that several times a day in a relationship. Yeah, like he seems like the kind of person where he thinks every comment somebody says has a meaning behind it, when most of the time people are just talking to just fill the time of the day.
Well,
not everything
means say shit.
He's the guy that gets in deep fights at a party, and you're like, we can't do this here. Like, just because this is what you're feeling at the moment. Like,
well, what did you mean?
Like, dude, there's fucking kids that are fucking dying of thirst in Africa right now, and they could be
just opened a new water bottle?
What the fuck, dude? What the? You're like, hey man, I am hammered. I'm trying to like sober up so I can drive home in a little while.
Not the time.
Not a great analogy there, but dude. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like him and Taylor have been making out for 2 weeks, and then he decides to like, how dare you say these really hurtful things to me? And it's like, she was sarcastic and you didn't pick up on it. That's not really anybody's fault.
Well, I guess she just literally just did not rub him the right way.
Yeah.
And that's why he's frustrated.
Bean says, why would Monty copulate with a person that rubs him the wrong way? I think she did rub him the right way.
No, they didn't.
Times.
That's the thing. They didn't copulate, and that's why he's frustrated.
No, they absolutely did, and he described it as an out-of-body experience. It was like so good. It was
I forgot about that.
But like,
I think it was just rubbing, like literally just.
That's
rubbing.
what I
mean, it's all some form of rubbing. Depends on where the rubbing.
I didn't think there was.
Is there rubbing inside of rubbing?
Oh, yeah, it wasn't internal. It wasn't internal rubbing.
Are you calling
that was the problem.
Taylor a sea dumpster?
Are we talking here?
Don't you dare!
Hands?
Don't you dare!
I don't know. What base are we talking?
Don't you dare say
it. She's CD.
No, well, not Taylor is
into the outfield before swinging. Like, they definitely. They took
field.
3 showers together in like the span of 2 hours.
Oh, they took showers? I didn't know that. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. Monty and Taylor do it, and it's glorified. But like fucking Jack and Sis do it 2 seasons ago, and it's the grossest thing in the world.
They needed a stool. They lived in that bitch.
It was very small.
Sorry that he put in effort and put in the time.
She probably wanted it. Think of him to think about her needs and thoughts, and then he didn't berate her afterwards. So wow.
Do we have proof there was entrance? How do I say that politely?
Not that.
I would love to hear Emma teach a sex ed class. That's what I've learned from this podcast this season.
If I had to educate, I would be direct.
Well, first of all, there's entrance, and then there's dumpsters.
Right now, and
I wish Texas had like real sex ed. That would be what I would want to teach for sure.
It would save a lot of.
You want to show children porn? You're a sick bastard.
That is 0% what I said.
That's what I heard.
Says, will Taylor regret adding Monty to her body count? Absolutely.
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
This is true.
Yeah. I think you get stuck in the moment. I think you get stuck in the moment in the house, and like I get it. Like as Kyle said,
on television.
I'm just so bored and so horny. And like this week, they've been very bored and very horny. Obviously.
And very horny.
I think that like when you look at it, you're in the house that long. You're like, dude, who gives a shit, dude? There's cameras. Like, fuck it, let's just go into the covers and bang. And then I think when you get out, I was like, I had sex on camera. Like, I absolutely think that they're going to regret that.
Her friends have already they've tweeted screenshots of them like texting her like. So, like, when her phone turns on, she has this information of, like, hey, Joseph didn't actually fuck you over. That was all lies.
Oh.
And then, like, things like, by the way, run from Monty. He is a walking red flag.
I mean, I'm sure, like, everybody's friends in Big Brother have done that. If you have friends, like, I would expect them to be like, if I was on there, I would expect you guys to be like, you're a fucking dumbass for listening to what so-and-so said.
Yeah. You all the time.
I'm sorry, I just can't get past
Like,
it.
is he wearing his watch?
I don't see her regretting adding Monty to the body count because, God damn it, look at that man.
Monty
He is
count?
gorgeous.
Monty is a good
The Monty
Did
count.
you want to call him Monty?
Yeah,
the Bonty count.
Do you think before they had sex, he did the full Monty? Before she
Yes.
did the full Monty?
Absolutely.
I
He's
fucking hope
required
so.
Required to by name.
Look at that man. He is gorgeous. Yes, have him strip down and make it a show.
Ramunda
Jesus.
says,
Have some fun with
imagine if Joseph would have messed around with a different girl if Taylor had been evicted. Twitter would have had a meltdown. Well, yeah, because like
Twitter
Joseph is
did
the
have a
darling
meltdown.
actor.
I hope
They
after
did.
learning that
But it
information,
was all
I
like
hope
Monty's fault.
Joseph fucks Indy in the fucking jury house.
I thought you were going to
hope
say in
not,
the
because he
head,
might
and
die.
I was like,
Indy seems very.
I thought he was going to say Jasmine.
She's a sex therapist. She knows some shit.
He also seems vengeful and like stabby. So like I don't know.
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
how
she's gonna go. She,
Stereotyping.
fuck with Indy.
It is stereotyping, but I could see Indy on an episode of Snapped.
yeah, but like, it's gonna be good.
She holds
No,
on
he
to
did
shit.
not.
That's not
No, he did
snapping.
not.
Hey,
Oh, Judge.
who
Sorry,
scored a
sorry,
home
Stop
run?
yelling.
sorry. Judge just missed a home run by about 4 feet. Alex.
It would have been 61. It would have been 61. She was like, "Why do you have the TV? Why do you want the TV on?" I was like, "Because
Is Rizzo
This-
playing?
It's
Yes.
a big move.
it's the Yankees."
So we all know who Emma's hall pass is.
Yes.
There's the Yankees.
she's like, I'm not hiding this.
Alex is like, that would make
We
me
all
love
know
her
that.
more. Actually, he's a Yankee, so it's good.
No, Allison, Emma's favorite player was Anthony Rizzo, and he used to play for the Cubs, and then he got traded last year. And I remember at the trade deadline being like, "Hey, guess where your boy went? Guess what your favorite team is now? You're a Yankees fan." She's like,
Yankees fan now.
Emma's
Yeah.
hall pass is Anthony Rizzo, and Alex's is Eli Manning.
Yes.
Yeah, it's understandable. Just a boy and his quarterback.
His quarterback.
Okay, Muda says, "Are you on a log?"
Lag. It
So
says a lag.
Lag,
He
sorry.
said log.
Mundo, I'm watching MLB Network, and they just showed it over here on the side. Okay, sorry.
I need.
Are you
further- Why
sitting
did you?
on a log?
Why did you think?
I don't know. I thought
Why
like
did you
because
think
he's on the
log was so
couch, and I was like,
funny?
"Did somebody think that was?" No, it was just a random question.
Alex thought he asked if I pooped my pants, and I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, I kind of thought you meant that too.
Oh no.
Bean, I didn't say Eli Manning was gay. I
He'd be
just
gay
said
for you.
you know,
He'd
he
be like,
seems like a nice
"You're a big
guy.
fan of
He
me?"
seems like he'd be caring and thoughtful, respectful.
Nice, generous,
Great at pitching.
loving.
Big,
He'd show
big
up in a nice
hands.
button down.
Big hands. Let's get back to the
And-
episode.
and we
Sorry,
lost
I
it.
do.
Anyway.
There we go. There it
Anyways,
was. There it
we
was.
did have a jury house segment. It was pretty standard. I thought.
Crazy
for
how
the
Jasmine looks when she knows she's going to be on camera.
The
Or
only
sounds.
time all year that I think all of us wish, Todd said this earlier too, that we all wish that there was a more jury house.
Well, they edited out. Apparently, there was so much drama, and Terrence almost walked. They fucking showed none of it.
I forgot about that.
Like,
I
he
just
had
wanted to
fun
see.
and
That was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
And bro
I-
hugged him.
Yeah.
I just want to see hurt Joseph.
I mean that. Well,
Yeah.
oh, poor Joseph. When he
Joseph
said that,
was
he
hurt.
was like,
You saw his face.
I wanted
And I was
more.
like, I wish
"You
this was
saw
alcohol.
sad Joseph."
That's all we needed. We needed to just see his face. Where he's like, and then I mean, I thought that was kind of low key cool on Alyssa for trying to like throw Taylor under the bus there, being like, "Oh, and
Always working.
that bitch was up in the fucking HOH room sleeping in the HOH bed that whole motherfucking time. You think I'm here? That's why."
They're
I was
hooking
like,
up.
"Oh."
Yeah, but she said she's gonna vote for Taylor. So maybe it was a slip. She's not great at a lot of parts of
Speaking.
the
It was
game.
gonna cut. He would find out eventually. Like it means nothing for him to find out now.
Allison,
It means a
Mundo
lot.
wants.
Well,
to
yeah,
know
actually, it does.
why
It probably cost her a vote. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
You're the best.
apparently the rumors on Twitter were that there was a big blow up between Terrence and Michael, and I guess Joseph was in on it, like on Michael's side, and like somebody said that there were swings, but like I think that got pretty like downplayed like very quickly.
Wings.
Like, yeah, somebody took some swings. Yeah, they were just on the swing sets. They were pumping and
See who could come the
pushing.
furthest,
Just
and
really
that's how they decided who won the fight.
They were pumping.
Who could go over the bar faster? But yeah, there was rumors that Terrence walked because of it, because he was so pissed, and then that it came out that he didn't or whatever. But like maybe they had to take him to a hotel for the night for him to calm down and get out of the house. But like it sounded very dramatic.
Hashtag spoiler girl lied.
And my mother never gets into the gossip.
Spoiler girl's also saying Joseph for America's favorite player right now. Which
a lot of pity votes.
Well, because
we all believe
Taylor's winning, right?
I mean,
I'll vote for Joseph.
I would love for her to win, and for her to win America's favorite player. That hasn't happened. We haven't had an America's favorite player also be the winner.
They're letting them do that now?
I think they said that. What? Oh God.
Do I need to curse?
Why can't
when everybody thought Tyler was going to win, when everyone thought Tyler was going to win, but they also were voting for him for America's favorite player, but they didn't vote for him for America's favorite player. Or like people didn't, because they're like, well, he's going to win 20. They were like,
that's a long time ago.
It was All-Stars. He didn't deserve
They
anything.
thought that he was going to win, so they didn't vote for him because then he wouldn't. And like, I think Big Brother came out and was like, you can win both.
You should be able to. If you play the best game and America loves you the most, you should still be able to win both. It's like winning MVP and the World Series. If you're the best at both, then yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, but we don't live in that world. We live in a world where everything.
But it's not fair that somebody else was also likable in the house, and we liked them and followed
them. They
were
liked by the jury and America.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America.
Deal player.
That's unfair.
That's who needs to run for president.
Whoever does both?
Yes.
I don't know.
It would be our second reality show president. So yeah.
I am in a weird spot where I'm getting very just like trolly with just hoping that she doesn't win now. Honestly, just because like everybody's so like she's gonna win, and I think she will win. But it's kind of like I just want to see people mad. I just want to see people mad.
I don't know how she gets there unless she wins that HOH.
Monty,
do you mean when?
I don't think Monty's taking it, right?
Do you mean win the season or wins America's favorite player?
The season.
Until she made that comment,
I think player, hands down.
Yeah, I think she definitely does.
Season.
I think that
he has to win
potentially Monty might take her because he's starting to realize I don't think Turner would beat either of them.
I don't think so either.
But I think that Monty is considering Turner's resume as being as large as his and making it difficult, which I don't think is actually true, but I think the way that it's been presented to him. I think
Turner can beat Taylor.
No.
He's got a good resume, and I think she has soured enough people in the jury house.
No, there's a lot of people that you
they love her.
You
don't
vote
want
for the
him.
woman to win because they've said that. Multiple people have said that.
I think he should win.
She's lost Joseph. She obviously doesn't have Terrence. And I think enough people can be swayed where his actual gameplay was better. I think Monty would vote not Monty. I think Michael would vote for Terrence over her because I think he would come to the realization that his gameplay was better.
Turner.
I know.
Sorry. The T's fucked me up.
I think I've been messing up their names literally all season. I think I called Alex Daniel the other day. Sorry about it.
I was calling Bill Clowns. Happens.
Todd, Terrence won't vote for Taylor because of his raging, throbbing hate boner for her.
Yeah.
Throbbing.
That's what I said. So
it's gorged hate boner. What is that line from 10 Things I Hate About? His quivering hate boner.
She got carried through a lot of the season. Turner's won a lot too.
Right, yeah. I think Turner should win over her, but
Turner was told to do everything, and they all know that. Turner, I mean,
he's also won though.
Yeah,
but that's great for them. Like,
then
hey,
told to
I
do
listened to
everything.
you. I ended up outplaying you, but I made your moves for you.
I think
and got
that
the
is
blood on my
what would
hand
piss
and
me
survived.
off. I think if I were ever going to be a bitter juror, it would be because I did moves that somebody else took credit for, and I was like, oh, "Fuck you! You did nothing. I told you to do that, dumbass."
But that person did it and stayed in the house.
Yeah, because
And you
they're
didn't
the
win that
goat.
competition.
Because they're the goat that everybody wanted to bring to the end, and then they're trying to take that. Like, that's what would piss me off.
So this we've learned tonight that Allison would be horrible on the show because she would be a bitter juror.
No,
If
only
somebody
one
tried to
thing would
take my
cause her to
notes.
be a
Only
bitter
one
juror.
That's
but
the only thing.
I think Turner takes Monty. I think Taylor takes Monty. I think Monty takes Taylor because of
can beat
the
her.
argument over who got Michael out. Because you don't have to have the back and forth that's going to kind of cancel
Why
each
was
other out.
the HOA?
Well, technically, it was.
But they're going to
it
try
was
and both take credit.
Taylor who got
No,
him
I know.
out.
That's what I'm saying.
And
They're going to try
he's
and
got a
take
better
credit
resume.
for it no matter what
Yeah.
in the final speech. So I think that it's like you just erase that if you're Monty.
Bean just named all of Taylor's jury votes. Joseph, Alyssa, Brittany, Michael, Indy, and he's got it.
That's
Jasmine
enough.
said-
That's all you need.
I'm not
Jasmine
sold on
enough.
Joseph.
Jasmine,
I'm not
Yeah,
sold
yeah.
on Joseph.
Jasmine,
He's so
Jasmine's
hurt.
not voting for anybody else. Jasmine's not going to fucking vote for Turner.
I'm not sold on Alyssa
I don't know. I think
unless it's Monty. Like, I think she still might vote for Turner.
I think
she would potentially vote for Turner.
Michael's mad, but I think he's a big enough super fan where he can respect the gameplay afterwards now that he's had time to cool off.
I think
And I don't think
Michael
Joseph is
knows
voting for Taylor
to
after what she
carry
did.
Taylor
I
on
don't
his
think-
back.
I don't.
gets credit
They
for it
were
too,
not actually a thing. I don't think Joseph is
They weren't a thing, but they were a thing.
as upset
You know-
about it.
He looked really fucking hurt during that.
He looked
Bean
surprised.
loves bitter jurors. I hate bitter jurors, but then
You would be a bitter
Oh,
juror.
bitter! No,
You
bitter
would-
jurors. No, Alex won it.
I think I would be
How
respectful.
many times have you heard him be like, no, why aren't people using the argument of I'll take the jury?
I would say it, but I wouldn't do it.
No, Alex is a level.
That's not
like
fair.
in a situation like that. I think Alex would be a level-headed guy.
In
In
the
that
end, yeah.
situation.
But,
Yeah.
In that situation.
but,
But like,
like,
I'd
leading
fucking
up-
yell at you on the way out.
I think leading
Yeah.
up, you would still try and take the jury, and then at the end, you'd be like, you know what? I take it back. I'm going to vote for
On my way out,
Especially
I'd be like,
right?
you know what? I just have one thing to say. Please stay seated. I just have one thing to say. And I'd go to the refrigerator and I would grab all the shit and just throw it out.
I'd rip open the cereal.
Yeah.
Just knock
And
over the
I'd be like,
refrigerator.
and fuck all y'all.
They haven't
And
done
then I'd
hide
be-
and go veto.
Poop
They
right on the
haven't.
table.
We're not getting that this season.
I don't think we're getting that season.
That's what you would do. You would go and say, "We didn't get to play hide and go veto, so I'm doing it right now."
Bitter
Right
juries
now.
suck.
Beans
Hey, I know
says
you
we
played the
love
best
it.
game, but I'm mad at you. Fuck you.
I love it when.
But you
Beans says,
didn't
I loved
play a
it when
good game
Josh
if you're
won.
not taking into consideration jury management. Like, that is a part of the game now.
It's a part.
Yes.
Josh
But if
winning
they-
with a bitter jury was a fucking tragedy.
Oh my god, it
Right.
was so funny though.
Hope Taylor pulls the Hail Mary and wins the 750.
I feel like it won't even be.
I don't think it's a Hail Mary at all.
It's 50-50 there.
I think that
I think she's got
Taylor
it in
is
the
the
bag.
favorite to win.
Yeah. I think that if she makes it to final two, she's winning.
I'm looking it up. I'm looking up the odds.
And
Yeah.
Jonathan
Ooh,
said, "How many times have you seen Alex shit on the Cowboys?" Yes, he's very emotional in sports, but in real life,
can't,
the rest
alright?
of it,
Excuse
Alex
me.
is level-headed.
How
Very
many
my heart on
new
my
TVs
sleeve.
has he had
Oh.
to buy after a Giants game? That
Have
doesn't matter.
you
Zero.
heard him
Only after
Zero.
hockey games.
in a
Oh,
full-blown
sorry.
discussion about Paul losing because it gets heated, it gets weird, it gets uncomfortable.
It's weird.
And it's
It
like,
does.
it is.
Because Paul was fucking wrong.
You gotta
Then
go
play
back and
the
watch
game.
episode
That,
with
that
Chris.
like this is not a season 7.
Yeah, when it
this
was
is
just
not.
me, you, and Chris, that was 90% of the episodes was us just yelling about Paul got robbed in previous seasons.
No! The guy didn't
Just
win,
say-
okay?
Obviously, he didn't win.
It's not
There
old
was a
school Big
reason.
Brother.
Two
People
reasons.
are sensitive
Oh,
to it now.
excuse me for
You're
liking
not
it the old,
playing a good game.
Excuse me for lacking the way the old days used to be.
Well, then go back in time, motherfucker.
It was a simpler time
Well,
then, all right?
They don't sell DeLoreans anymore, so it's fucking hard to do that, okay?
Don't drive 88.
Wasn't there a kid in high school that had a DeLorean?
You guys went to school with a kid who had a DeLorean?
I worked with
I
a
don't
guy
know.
who had a DeLorean.
I don't remember his DeLorean. I feel like I would remember that.
Name. I remember his name.
What's his
Don't say names like that. We're not doing that.
I
Is
just
his
am
name
saying I
Ryan?
remember his name.
If I knew there was a kid with a DeLorean, I would have been friends with a kid with a DeLorean.
Was his name Marty?
No.
his
no.
name?
Also, I would have
Could you
called him
imagine?
Marty
Doc?
or Doc. I would have called him Marty or Doc.
What are
And
your
he would have
theories
hated
on
me.
why those guys were friends? How did
Marty
Doc
and
know
Doc?
Marty? Yeah.
Because Marty was a mischievous teen who went into places he wasn't supposed to go. People always said, "Oh, this is the crazy scientist. Don't hang out with him." And he was like, "Fuck that." Met him, and Doc was a good guy, and he became his lab assistant and cleaned up around, made some extra bucks on the weekends, and realized this dude's cool, and they became boys.
How
That's
far
my theory
into
as well.
the lore of
About that far. I'm about
I have had
that
a lot of
far
thought
into
about
it.
it.
you
Because they trust each other wholeheartedly. He gave that kid
Experience.
a key to his house. Would you
Honestly,
give a teenager a key to your house?
No, he had to have like been doing jobs
They were
for
close.
him.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
that's in
But
the
Marty's
the
also
canon of
not
it.
like some bright guy, right? It's like, oh yeah, he turned
No,
out
I
to
think
be
he was
a
like-
fire.
I
They
think
got
he was,
blown
like,
out the
cleaning
first
and,
5
like-
minutes of the movie.
I
He was
know.
like,
I think he was like mowing the yard and like
He was a bit of an outcast himself. He
Please.
didn't have a lot of friends. He met this older
Was
guy that
he?
was cool. Yeah.
it's hard.
He got
to,
picked on all the time in school
So,
by
like,
Biff.
okay,
Doc
but Biff
had no
wasn't
other
popular.
friends?
Biff was
No.
an
He
idiot.
was a nerd.
Biff was popular.
his whole life.
That's
It's-
where Biff's power
Biff
came
was,
from. Wasn't being
Was a
popular.
Monty. Had the illusion of being the biggest guy, like big man on campus.
So yeah, they don't have the odds to win anymore up. They just have
I've moved on
America's
from this,
favorite
Alex.
player, odds, and Taylor's
Team.
minus
That's
250.
So much to say over this. I think I'm just now realizing that Michael J. Fox was supposed to be a nerd, but it's Michael J. Fox. So in my head, when I was watching it, I was like, clearly he's
Fox.
the best kid there.
Alex B. Bean is not a
Right.
Paul fan.
Yeah, I know.
It wasn't
Yeah,
team
because
five.
Bean and I are like the same person.
We can't see Alex's hands
I
during
rem-
this, so she might be Bean. She could be texting all this on the bottom.
I remember like when we were watching Paul's season, like Allison and I texting about it, and she was just like shitting on Paul.
Oh, yeah, I
the
shit
whole
on
time,
Paul
and I was
all
like, He
season.
deserves this. He deserves this. Yes, he's an
I remember
asshole.
I shit on-
Yes,
suppressing
he yells at people.
my joy
I
when
should on
Nicole
Paul
won.
his
I didn't like
second
Nicole.
season. I didn't like his second season. I just liked him.
I like that he called someone a cunt. That's hilarious.
I like that he
Yeah, that
bullied
doesn't
people
bother.
the second season. I thought that the back and forth with like everybody just fighting the pots and pans was great. I thought Raven was fucking a character. Matt eating cereal even was fucking funny.
I
Like
really
it was a
hated-
fun cast. They were just
That
assholes.
was
I was like,
really
I like
hated
assholes.
fucking
his
cast.
second season.
I
Yeah,
like assholes. That's like what's fun. Like that's fun to watch to me.
Like,
It
where
was
did
an
they
entertaining
collect
season.
that smorgasbord of humans? The weirdest
Everyone
fucking group of people
It was
ever.
paired. Everyone was paired. Everyone was codependent. It was so weird. It was
So strange.
gross.
I do think they had a good
Whistle
have
nut.
not room though, because the have not room had the beds with the spikes.
Oh yes,
That was a
That
good
was-
have not room.
Back when the game was pure. They actually had real have not.
I really want to go back and watch season 8 after we watch this one.
All right.
Whose dog is chowing down on something?
Oh, it's not mine.
No, that's my sister's dog in the background.
I thought you were just, it's my sister. Wow.
Good boy.
Thomas says, "I can't believe you went through it to marriage knowing Emma's hate for Paul the goat." SMH.
Yeah.
It was touch and go there for a bit, guys.
It was.
One of
Yeah, we used to get in heated arguments, and I'd text my sister and I'd be like, "We're fighting about Paul again." She was like, "Wow."
That's how you know it's love.
so funny.
To be able to
That's
look past
really
Emma's
funny.
obvious imperfections and still love her. That's
No,
how you know
this
it's
is
love.
what makes Emma the better half.
I mean, nobody's arguing that, but
I
This is
hated
one
that
of the
Paul.
reasons.
Paul made me love him that first season. I hated Paul that first week of the season. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. And then like he was on the outs, battled his way back, scratched and clawed his
First
way
season or
there.
the second season?
His first season. scratched and clawed his way to the end
hate
for
him
Nicole
his
to
first
just
season.
fuck around and like just sleep with people to get to the end and be like, I won, cool, look at me.
No,
Fuck you.
I thought he should have won his season.
He should have won both
season.
times.
But no, the second time, I was just, one of my favorite Big Brother moments is just watching him sit there like this as Julie's reading the keys, and you can read his lips going, not again, not again, not again.
But who chooses
Fucking
to wear the same outfit?
Delicious.
It's
So
a redemption story
good.
if you win.
No, you're right. I think I did like him a lot better his first season, and I was shocked at Nicole won because she sucks so much.
Cody.
He had
Cody!
fought his way, and
We
then,
haven't had a good Cody in a couple.
And then he came
movies.
back, and he chose violence.
Corey!
I think it didn't help that when he came back with that thing where like he was safe for 2 weeks and could
But that
give
wasn't his
Stacey
fault.
to like half the
Everybody's
house.
so mad about that.
No,
That's not
it wasn't
fault.
his fault, but like
No,
it
but
was
he
just
also-
annoying.
He lost mostly because he wasn't new, and they were like, "Well, I don't want to
Hell
vote
yeah,
for someone who's already
Jonathan.
played." Like,
Allison does like other people's misery, specifically Paul's, and that's what I hate about it.
makes you a great teacher.
I'm just saying, it's obvious. Like veterans, like on Survivor, you go after the vets first.
Right?
Like you,
And
if
they gave him
somebody's
the-
And that
returning
was the all
player-
winners.
And it was sad.
Go-
They put him on
yes.
this pedestal, and it already like targeted him, and everybody would look to him for advice. He was the most popular kid in school, and then like you love to see after you find out that they betrayed you, you love to see their downfall, and everybody voted against him because of that. Like he really had no jury management. Like he played himself.
Also-
He was a better player than everybody that
And I
whole
use
game.
that
He
quote a
outplayed
lot.
everyone. He outplayed
You played
everyone.
yourself, meatball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
himself.
you
and
played
outwitted.
yourself, meatball.
I said that to my sister today.
Just like, also, he took the spot of Cameron, and I think Cameron could have been a really good player
Oh yeah, sweet Cameron.
because Paul,
you got
not Paul,
Kevin. You got
Kevin
Kevin to
clicked
thank
the
for that.
button, and yeah, I think it.
That's Big Brother's fault. That's not Paul's fault. It's not
I didn't
Paul's
say
fault.
it was. I didn't say it
You
was.
did. You might as well have.
I'm just saying.
He didn't work
With
it to
your
his
tone.
advantage.
Regardless, Paul should have won 2 seasons. Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on, guys.
He was a weird cult leader the second season, and then they all turned on him.
It's not, dude. I want to be a cult leader so bad. That'd be the fucking coolest. Be the fucking coolest.
I mean, those will be the
That
only 2
surprises
seasons I would
me
ever go back
so
and watch.
little.
They just did everything they
little.
wanted to do. It was awesome.
Are you just trying to start your
okay.
own Branch Davidians?
okay.
I
We
did.
actually
I
did. It was
did.
called the
Oh,
Branch
don't even get me
Gravidians.
started.
The Branch Gravidians.
Stop
We
it.
started over mixing Doritos chips, and we went to war with Doritos, which Little Nas X helped us in that feud with them. But we were saying that you should mix the ranch Doritos with the nacho cheese Doritos. That should be its own bag. Like you should be able to buy them all mixed together. Doritos basically said, "Fuck you guys," and so we went to war with Doritos with our Branch Gravidians. I would
HEB
say we
did it.
won.
I-
HEB did. Yeah,
I ended
HEB
up-
took my advice. We like messaged HEB. They're like, "We'd love that idea." Let's
I ended
fucking
up
try
eating
it."
the Kool-Aid, and I definitely had a lot of cool nacho cheese Doritos.
Cool.
That's what we had in the house. for-
Branch Gravitos. That's what we called them.
There is so much that just happened, and I don't like any flavor of Doritos. So, like, the concept of this starting a cult war is so foreign to me.
I didn't ask for the war. Doritos did. I just finished it. Lil Nas X finished it for me.
without fire or heavy artillery.
Or marrying underage women.
To be
Didn't
fair,
make anybody
though,
do that. I was like a cool
the
cult. I
fire
was a
was
cool
not
cult.
their fault.
Oh, you think?
They were
The
just
ATF like shooting fucking
Pummeling-
grenades and shit in there basically.
flammable tear gas in.
Not defending a government agency here, but maybe don't fuck kids and you won't get killed by fire.
They were.
Yeah.
Somebody's tuning in being like, what are they talking about? This is Big Brother?
What is this
Yeah.
podcast
My
about?
house was on fire.
But great segue. Like, season's wrapping up. We got one more episode after this. We're not doing an episode after tomorrow's highlight
Clip
show. We're
show,
not
boo.
doing that. We're doing the
What?
finale episode.
You
But
don't want to recap people brunching and recapping?
Recapping.
you want to hear weird shit, listen to Pass the Gravy. We do all kinds of stuff. We start cults. We fight with
We
Doritos.
won't be there.
Yeah,
We
but
know.
Emma
Listen
and
to Pass
I
the
aren't
Gravy
there.
and
Brains.
join in. Well, you can join in. We'll have you on some episodes. Do it.
I would love to have them join us on an episode.
The one with the broads.
It's a broad takeover.
Yes, the broads. Cabbage patch it up.
I would love that.
Narissa, going back to Big Brother,
Big Brother.
says, I've seen a lot of people saying that Brittany will not go to the jury house, but be sent to a hotel until finale night. Is that true? I can't remember. She will get to go to the jury house for the round table. I'm assuming that they're shooting because they shoot the round table, but
there was a problem.
But they always shoot the round table and then they send they sequester everybody else. They sequester everybody the night before the finale.
She walks into the round table.
I thought the third person walks into the round table.
No, the third person walks out on stage.
You're right.
And they just sit there. So they do the round table, and I'm assuming they're going to do it because they always do it every year. But they do the round table, and as soon as the round table is over, they disperse and they take each house guest
via satellite because COVID.
But they take each jury member after the round table and they put them in a hotel so they can't discuss their votes.
Yeah.
Beforehand, and that's why they're all sequestered. So if you were like Brittany is going to the round table. She's having that conversation, then she's going to a hotel. Everybody else is also going to the hotel. She's just not staying in the jury house.
But that's what a jury is. You get to discuss privately.
Which is what the round table is.
That's a discussion moderated.
That'd be funny if it was like a real jury. If it was like a real jury and like, hey, can we get week 7? What did Monty say about this? Can we get that printed out and brought back to us?
Right. It should be.
We're going to have to discuss it over lunch.
Honestly, should be able to.
That would actually be sick.
There's like a 7-day Big Brother, like, wait to try and find out how long, like who won. God damn it. I don't really care anymore, man. Just what do you guys think?
They have to reach a unanimous verdict.
I would fold so fast. But
do you think we'd ever?
Whatever you want.
How many seasons would be a hung jury?
Well, this one definitely would be because it would either be, if Taylor gets to the finals, it would be a hung jury because 0% chance Terrence would vote for her. So it would just be, guys, either we're going against her or it's hung.
I don't think that there is a 0% chance he wouldn't vote for her.
And then they do the whole
Bean says round table.
The hate boner is strong.
Yeah, I don't think it's at the jury house, but it's somewhere. Yeah,
it's in the hills.
It's a quivering member.
They actually do it right behind the Hollywood sign.
They hate about you.
They just find the nearest catering company with an actual round table.
Screaming. They're not literally at a round table. They sit like in a V.
Could be.
It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
You'd think
they go to King Arthur's Court.
They would try and get
they
a round
could put
table
a camera on a lazy Susan.
If they put a round table in the middle of
that 70s show.
Yeah.
No. You said King Arthur's Court. What's that theme restaurant where they have knights and shit?
Medieval times.
If they put one in the middle of medieval times and that was the round table, that would be
Allison. They have one in Dallas. Next time we go visit Emma's family, we're fucking going to medieval times. You in?
Hell yes.
I would also prefer maybe the Magic Time Machine.
Is it the same thing?
Yes. No. Kind of.
They joust?
No, it's characters, and you're in like really cool themed booths.
We can do both, but if we're not going to medieval times,
and they've got like boozy drinks that are themed and like bubbling. They're potions.
Boozy drinks. Oh, as opposed to the
boozy drinks.
Well, they also have like
booby
drinks
with dry ice.
Booby drinks are cool.
You can get like a virgin magic.
You do those drinks in those glasses that have tits on them.
And Magic Time Machine is really close to Pete's Piano Bar.
Ooh.
Narissa, are you talking about medieval times or Magic Time Machine? Because I want to go to medieval times. I have ever since I saw the Cable Guy as a little kid. It was one of my
You've never been?
Never been. They don't have one here.
I've never been.
Oh, I guess that's
I've also never been to Renfest.
There's very few things that would get me to go to Dallas ever. And it's her, the New York Giants playing, and medieval times.
Her face.
He said he would go for you.
You were number one.
Still. Like, it's not that bad of a place.
I don't want to just ever go there. I'm like, I should go to Dallas.
I mean,
so you always act like I'm from Dallas and I'm from Grand Prairie.
Adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, I am also Dallas adjacent. I haven't been in Dallas in I don't know how long.
Well, good. They killed JFK. Don't forget.
Yeah, where Alex was born, they killed MLK.
I didn't.
Well,
I was actually against it too.
Dallas really didn't
I was against
either.
it.
You were
Dallas
against
Chamber
it.
of Commerce, dude.
You couldn't form that thought or opinion.
Dallas Chamber of Commerce did because they can charge people like $40 a head to go look at a school book depository that would have made no money depositing school books.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
fucking cash cow. It's a
it's a
cash cow.
really-
Hey, go check out this road.
Wake up, sheeple.
There's a whole
I
museum.
teach in this area.
Wake up.
Do you know how many fucking field trips? I have luckily never had to go on one, but so many field trips are to the book depository.
And would you have done that if Dallas didn't kill JFK?
Government's pocket.
Great place.
Honestly, probably
No, you
because
wouldn't.
they
You
also
wouldn't give a
take
fuck about that place.
they take field trips to what is it? The fucking
That building would have been torn down
it's
years
not
ago.
the mint.
So torn
There's a
down.
place up
It'd be
here
a
that
condo.
makes money. I don't remember. It's the mint or like a currency thing. I don't know. It's a boring ass field trip.
The dollar store.
Yeah, they just go to the
Yeah,
dollar
wow.
store.
The science
It's a
place.
cheap field trip, is what it is, because some field trips are expensive as hell.
To
Have
end-
to fundraise for them and write grants because it's $8,000.
Being said, what's wrong with Dallas? It's South Oklahoma. That's what's wrong with Dallas.
Worst.
There's a lot wrong with
It's the
Dallas.
worst.
It's the worst part of Texas.
What isn't wrong?
I
with
hate
Dallas?
this. Let's stop.
I feel
It's
like
really
it's
what you
not
do.
the worst part of Texas. There's
I
quite
mean,
a few more armpits.
okay. If you want to go like down 10 on your way to Louisiana, there's some towns that you really don't want to stop off in that are historically worse parts of Texas, but we're not going into that. We're just saying Dallas is the worst part of Texas.
I think still better than Dallas.
Beaumont, that's where my family. We have to stop. This is
Vermont.
mean. We have to stop.
Don't look into Vider, Texas.
Okay, Viter, you're right.
Yeah,
We always
well-
joke about the Viter Walmart.
Ooh.
Fill up before you have to drive through Vider. You do not want to
Please
stop there.
repeat three things wrong with Dallas.
Kill JFK, have the Cowboys.
Oh,
God,
thank Carter.
there's
Go
actually
faster.
so-
Poor city
Here we go.
planning.
There's so many things to go through.
Their downtown is fucked. Their
That
traffic
that
makes
one.
no sense.
Actually, no, they claim the Cowboys. They don't even have the Cowboys anymore. They're in fucking Arlington. Dallas are the most obnoxious
had 'em.
people
They
in
were in
fucking
Irving.
Texas.
Yeah, they've
Yeah,
never been in
They're
Dallas.
the most obnoxious fucking people
and
in
the show
Texas.
Dallas fucking sucked.
You never even saw it.
I saw
we
one
have
episode.
to stop. This is
I saw
making
one
me
episode
mad.
and I hated
Oh.
it.
Texas is
What the heck?
conservative as
Dallas.
shit. In our most liberal city, Austin, people are like, I'll take that over Dallas. That's how bad Dallas is. Even conservative people are like, well, you know, they got music, but
The
Dallas. Little-
Waxahachie.
Rex Hash is fine. Used to play soccer tournaments there.
All right, so
And it's
anyway,
fun to say.
We were recapping tonight's episode of Big Brother,
Were we?
and
Did we
getting
do
back
that?
to that.
Now
Really,
now my feelings are hurt.
the only thing we didn't really talk about was the cookout. The cookout getting to be on for 5 minutes and then getting rushed through. Just a couple of notes I wrote down while watching the cookout was
Why is
that
Derek sweating so much? Why
I
is
wrote
Derek
Derek
the
F
only
is-
human sweating?
Us big
Yeah.
boys sweat, especially when you put us under lights.
The
Stop
DBs.
hating.
I am not hating. I
You're
am
fat
also,
phobic, and I
I
don't
am-
appreciate it.
I am currently fat. What are you talking about?
I
I
like
am
this.
sweating.
This
I'm-
is fat right here. All right,
I'm not
I don't want to
gonna
hear it from
do
you.
that, sir.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it from you.
We're crossing lines.
Looks sweaty. Or they kind of looked like they hated being there when they weren't talking, and it was
Oh
like,
yeah.
like every time anybody else was talking, you just saw like Xavier was just like,
Kyla was like, "Speak to me, Julie.
I feel like
Speak to me."
they also were trying really hard to not just outwardly say real thoughts that they had. Like they were trying to like be what CBS wants them to be with how they're answering, because like they've been on Twitter the whole time and have been like reaming the fuck out of Kyle and
That's true.
Daniel and like a bunch of shit. Like, and I think that they were trying really hard to phrase things in a way that didn't fuck over CBS, which they didn't want to do.
I agree with that, but
and
I also
to fly them all out.
Don't tell
for
me
a
what to do, Bean.
10-minute.
Don't tell me what to do, Bean.
I also think that Xavier did say something a little bit problematic that I feel like Twitter would have gone in on had it been a little different.
Oh, you're right,
He was
you're
like,
right.
you know, I like Turner, but sometimes I just want to slap him in the back of the head. And can you imagine?
He said Turner and Monty.
He said Turner and Monty.
but
Still,
Turner.
violence.
Violence.
But
Can you
violence.
imagine somebody threatening violence against a house guest and they let them, like Julie welcomed him to the stage? Wow.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with violence sometimes.
I'm just saying I've seen Twitter all season long.
I'm just
But
saying.
we're cool.
Like, he reads like a,
Crickets.
you're being an idiot. Boop.
Yeah, like this.
Ah! Not like that. They're not trying to
We don't
fucking.
know. He didn't specify. So I
Behead
can
a
only assume the
person.
worst.
Yeah.
I will assume.
I can only assume the worst on Twitter, and I will.
And I will. I can and
I will, and I have.
Also, why every single one of them had, well, not every single one, because not Ozza, but
Not
every
Ozza.
single one of them had the deepest V.
I almost just cut a V into this
Like,
bad boy just to be
Just
like,
unbutton 7 buttons
Not everyone.
down their button up. Because Ozza had the L. She didn't have
It
a
had
V.
that
She
L
had
cut.
an L. I laughed when you texted that.
Yeah.
Jules also
Called
did
fashion.
hug Ashley's
Yes!
free. Jules also gave them hugs, and Allison in our group chat was like, she can't hug people that have been quarantined for 80 days, but like these
She's
people
like,
that just got off
Safe
a plane.
distance COVID.
She said, fuck your rules. I'm Julie Chen
Well,
Lopez. I do what I
The
want.
pandemic ended yesterday or 2 days ago.
That's true. Biden did end the pandemic, so it's allowed now.
That's
We did
really
it,
funny. I told my
We did
class
it.
today to keep that they were still in a pandemic. And I guess I was wrong. But I would like for them to stop putting our community pencils in their dirty little mouths.
Yes.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, they keep like pulling a pencil out of like the little pencil bucket and they're like, this one's chewed on. I'm like, that's disgusting.
You played yourself.
It
meatballs.
came like that.
You played yourselves
They're
meatballs.
kids. They're all dirty little germ monsters anyway.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Trust me, now I'm aware.
He's not wrong.
Everyone at work with kids gets sick. I never get sick. What's the common denominator there?
You know what? I never get sick anymore either.
It's called
Same food.
Because I'm
You should try it.
around them all of the fucking time.
I mean,
Any
it's
other
just
notes?
kind of a V.
Any other notes
I've never
from
gotten COVID.
the
Check it out.
cookout
Wait.
segment?
Could I be on stage now with this deep V?
I feel like at this point, you've
deep
been
enough.
trying to show your little belly
Yeah.
and now your V.
Your
You should
bod.
just do that thing where you take the bottom of your shirt and tuck it through the top.
Yeah.
That's
I was
what-
from
just what you're
Washington.
gonna
do.
But that's okay.
A little bit of
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
right
a little
now.
bit.
Yeah. Ooh.
Action going on.
That's actually like a deep U.
Let's
Like
end
it.
this.
This is giving me so many flashbacks of like me trying to be a Spice Girls in 1997.
Slip it to the left.
I ain't ashamed of my body. I should be, but I'm not.
Hold tight.
I guess
That's
that's pretty much it for the recap of tonight's episode. This really got away from us.
It got
Really
so
got
far
away
away
from us.
from
You can
us.
tell it's the end of the season here.
Cheers,
Having
Bean.
a good
Season highlight, like clip show tomorrow night. We will not be doing a podcast episode after that because there will not be any new information. Sunday night, 2-hour season finale starts at 7:00
Woo!
Central Time. We will be
Wonderful.
live right after that one. That we are very much looking forward to. Do we wear suits, Pat? Are you going to do this one?
I don't
No,
own a
that's
suit.
Fuck. We give a tie?
Just the tie.
Wear a tie.
No,
Just a tie.
I don't even own a tie.
Get
I
one.
have. I've got a dress shirt,
Well, we're formal dress.
dress
for
shirts
the
and
finale
shorts.
podcast, all right?
Dress shirts
Ladies,
and
y'all need
shorts.
to be wearing. I would not tell y'all how to live your lives, but formal dress is what I'm going to say.
We don't all
See-
have our one PTG bro shirt. We didn't send
No.
You
anybody
guys
that.
didn't get shirts. Did y'all?
No.
You know what? Next year we will supply that.
But you can get PatsGrayMerch.com if you want to go
This
get
is
them.
gonna be so awkward because all of my like
Deleted
formal dresses are strapless, so I'm just gonna look fucking naked.
Yes,
That's
Ashley.
okay.
For the
Perfect.
finale, I will
That'll
be
get
there on Sunday.
numbies. That'll do
Bring it back.
numbies on YouTube.
Numbies.
Numbies.
Being the
I have
same,
a
don't say you don't
tracksuit.
have. Yeah, Bean,
I
we
have a
rented the
tracksuit.
suits
We'll
for the
overnight
wedding.
it.
So
I have a tracksuit though, which is part tuxedo, part tracksuit, and I
Isn't
will
it green?
wear that. I have
He's
a green
got a
one.
green, a black, and a red.
and he looks good in all of them.
Oh.
Thanks,
I like
buddy.
that for some reason I only remember the green. Well, first of all, that
Well,
I
that's the one I wear
remember
for
that
St. Patrick's
you own
Day.
this.
I wear the other one for St.
yeah.
Patrick's Day. The red one I wore for Valentine's Day.
We've had to rebuy one.
Yeah, I had to buy a second red one. I lost the pants, I think.
So yeah, you got to buy the whole thing because it's a
And
cedar.
I just sell part
Yeah.
of it.
So
But then I have the black one just for formal occasions.
Yeah.
It's like when I'm formal, but I also might need to
It
work
was
out.
for a New Year's black tie party.
stop it.
So Formal attire. Make sure everybody tweets Chris at 82 Chris Hogan. Let him know it's formal attire
Tell
for
him
the
to suit
finale.
up. Suit up.
Suit up. Send him a
Send
gif
him that
of
Barney
Barney
Stinson
Stinson.
meme. Yeah. But yeah, it will be formal. And everybody in the chat right now, everybody listening and watching,
You're
I
formal too.
would also like you to be formal as well.
And tweet us your pictures, please.
Yeah.
It's like the gentle minions, the gentle minions thing. Just everybody wear your Sunday best. It's Sunday.
Bean.
Wear your Sunday best. Bean.
Face reveal.
At Pass Bro. Or just tux. You can just sit us tux down. Do it,
dress.
but do like when teachers post pictures of kids where they have to put the smiley face over their face. Like we don't get the release.
I have to do that.
Just do that.
Also,
Put a bean.
Ashley, don't you also work in a school? How many times do you find pants in your lost and found? People lose pants all the time, and it blows my mind, but they do. They just lose their pants.
Not poopy pants, just pants.
Just pants.
Poopy pants go to the nurse.
The other
No,
day,
or the trash
somebody
can.
pulled a pair of pants out of one of my desks in my class and said, "Whose are these?" And I said, "I don't know. I don't remember anybody not wearing pants."
Who wants those?
They probably
That
brought
is
extra
related
pants
to you. You
Why
should
did they
definitely
put it
keep-
in their desk?
keep
because they were
checking.
afraid
You
they'd
teach
poop
Winnie
their
the
pants.
Pooh.
Oh, I thought you said they pulled it out of your desk.
It's
and
just
was
full
like,
Donald ducking it. Full
Should
Winnie the Pooh.
we will not bring those up anymore.
I Winnie the Pooh it for the finale?
But for formal attire, everybody here watching and listening, send us those formal attire pics and like maybe we'll buy some
Classy.
champagne. Do we buy champagne? Let's get champagne. We're gonna
Cheers.
class it up. It's gonna be so fucking classy.
We'll paint it up.
Bitch, on
I'm
Sunday
down to paint it
night.
up.
All right. We're gonna have the
Paint
most
it up.
classiest fucking Sunday ever. But before we leave, I feel like we should all go around the room and who is going to win and who are the final two going to be. Pat, you start first.
I'm gonna say it's Turner and Monty. Monty wins.
Bold.
I think Turner's gonna win, and he's gonna bring Monty.
And in any scenario, do you see Turner winning?
I think if he's sitting next to Taylor, I think he wins.
How does it feel to be so wrong about so many things?
I hope to God this is the final scenario and he wins. And I'm just going to scream in your face for the entire final podcast. I'm just going to scream. I will drive to your home and just go in your
formal
fucking
attire.
face.
In your formal attire. You better make it here before
In a
the
limo.
pod.
In a
Oh,
limo.
no. This will be later on. I'm just going to drive
Just
to your home.
rant.
We will all podcast with our pinkies up
In a limo.
the whole time. He shows up with like a glass of champagne and he's like, "Hello, Allison." You're like, "Pat, what are you doing?"
Ah!
Oh,
I said good day.
Oh, that's true. I will housewives it and I will just
And
throw
then you just
champagne in
turn
your
around and
face.
you kick your foot out and you storm off.
Bingo.
Like, what the fuck
Bingo,
happened?
bingo, bongo.
And you hire a butler to just show up with you. He doesn't do anything. He's just got the towel. He's just
Okay,
standing
now
there.
you're asking me to spend money outside of
checks.
gas money. I ain't doing that.
Well, somebody in the audience maybe.
Or you could just stay home
Do it.
and not
Let's do it.
come to my
Let's
house.
do it.
Literally do it.
I'll go next. I
Better
have
hope Turner doesn't beat her then.
Monty and Taylor in final two, and I have Taylor winning.
Okay, that's what I have. I would prefer a Pat situation.
I would also prefer that.
One, because I called Monty to win the whole thing
You did.
before it started.
Oh, you did.
And second, I think they deserve to win over her, but she will probably win.
On Sunday, we will also be looking over my notes from just first look at the cast. What
You
I
didn't save
thought.
mine?
I don't know. I thought I gave you yours.
I didn't save them.
Oh, because. Oh.
Girl could win.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. All I wrote for Monty was could win.
I mean, if Taylor wins, that's good for me because she's the only. She was on my draft team. But-
oh, God, a draft team. Am I done?
Yeah. And we'll recap all that stuff. All that stuff on Sunday's show. Allison, who do you have? Final two and winning.
That's what she said.
I think that it's going to be. I don't even want to say it
You have
because
to say
it's
it.
not what I. But it's not what I want. I do think it'll be a Monty Turner final two, and I think Monty will win. But I would prefer Taylor.
So Allison agrees with me. Allison is just copying my pick because it's so good.
I literally just said I don't like it.
Taylor,
but you
she
picked
played
it.
the best game, or because the internet, or
no, I think that if Taylor gets to final 2, I think she wins. I think that she had really good jury management. I think she has the story. She has comp wins now, like multiple. I think like roundabout, like if you're looking at a fully rounded player, it would be Taylor.
Oh, it's so weak though. But yeah, you're right.
Unless all the women still hate her, unless they still held on to that and they just lied.
So I like that logic. I get that logic. I feel like it just seems like Taylor's like they have a team of destiny in sports. It's like Taylor's like the player of destiny this season.
Narissa's smart.
I mean, I feel
wearing
like
the finale outfit. She's not gonna lose.
Yeah, I feel like Turner would be a weak winner because none of his moves were his moves. He was told what to do. He got talked into. The only reason why the leftovers formed on his HOH was because of outside shit. He was only a part of it because he was HOH.
I mean,
survive in advance. Survive in advance.
Which is a lot of Big Brother. It is a lot of Big Brother. You were in the right place at the right time, and sometimes that's
I know, but like
over no moves.
But like Taylor is like the gentleman's agreement was going to be true, and like Taylor is the one who convinced Monty to not follow it and get Michael
Monty
out. That was Taylor.
Corroborate her story, right? So like if they don't tell the other people it's moot.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, and it wasn't shown on TV, so like But I mean, I think that she actually, if you go back and you look, like her first HOH was a hot fucking mess.
It was a hot mess.
But her call, I just echoed myself. Her calls were what would have been best for all of their games the entire week.
But did she only realize that after it happened?
No, she would say like this was her person that she wanted out. This was her target. And then they would convince her, talk her out of doing that and put somebody else up. But then it like something would happen and it was like, well, yeah, you should have fucking got that person. She wanted Terrence out, who then came spearheading after her afterwards and like got rid of Joseph. She wanted Alyssa out, who was like up with this. She wanted it like.
I don't think Alyssa's like a big get.
No, I know, but like I'm just saying, like her calls that week, what she wanted to happen, would have been better for all of their games.
But I'm not impressed because she didn't make it happen. But also, like,
no, I get both sides of it, and I do think that's the hardest part about Taylor, where it's like she did things, she suggested things, but she didn't really do things. But then she did do things, sort of, but not officially, where we don't have numbers on them 100%. But
yeah, I think that she was set up for not being able to claim those moves when she joined an alliance that was created because she was treated badly.
So she gets set up for not being able to claim her moves, but also at the same time, Turner's not allowed to claim his moves?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying that...
Sounds like it.
Cool. So what I'm saying is she joined this alliance where they told her, like right before she joined, they told her, everybody hates you. Everybody's talking shit about you. We're the only people. We don't think that's right. Join our alliance. We'll protect you. Da, 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 da. So then she's like, hey, I think we should do this. And they're saying, no, we need to do this. And she's like, well, I had such a bad, like, I didn't know everybody hated me. Oh, y'all saved my game. And so she took a back seat.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they did.
Yeah, because that's how I see it.
All the girls did hate her.
And so, but yes, but she's still like, she didn't push as hard for things as she should have, because the whole alliance was like, well, we were formed to protect you, so shut up, you're being protected.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're still going to put you on the block every fucking week.
You sound like...
make it not look like they were working with her.
You sound like you were just combination of all of Twitter for Taylor.
I stay off of that. I literally have not even read that. I'm just saying, like, it was hard for her, extra hard for her to get what she wanted done, because she felt indebted to, and like it was played in a way where she was indebted to this group to do what they wanted, to carry out what they wanted.
Because she would have been gone if not for them.
She was.
She was indebted to them.
Yeah. And she was, and they did save her game that week. But like when they also told her the whole time, like, oh, but you're an equal part. You're a part of this. You're not just the shield. Da, 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 da. And then like she suggested shit and they were like, no, it's a bad idea. And like, didn't let her say shit.
Like,
so I'm just saying, like, I think that she had the right calls. Had she not have been in a position where she was trying to show gratitude for being saved because she was so hated, I think she would have pushed harder. But anytime she pushed for anything, it was, oh my God, maybe there is a reason why everybody hated her.
Yeah, that's true.
Mundo just brought up a great point,
I think we should wrap this up with Raimundo's comment. That's the perfect end point for the night.
Why he's not going to win, though.
But who
That's why he should win. That's why he should win, though.
But it's why he's not going to win.
Because he took a shot at a tyrant that was fucking pissing off the house. Turner should win just for
Jasmine may have been the best get because everybody kind of hated Jasmine.
That tiny comment. Yeah. Oh God.
Allison,
oh
no. Oh, sorry.
You got me.
The fact that nobody. Oh, sorry. You don't care about me?
I won't let you sweep it.
The fact that nobody told her for sure
I'm
that it was
do
Turner.
It twice.
Don't.
When Turner went around and told everybody it was him, nobody still told Jasmine.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
That was pretty great.
You don't care about me, Jan.
You know what they should have? They should have America's favorite house guest, and they should also have the entire house, jury and not jury, vote for jury's favorite or like house's favorite house guest. And everyone would have been everyone would be like Turner just for opposing Jasmine.
No, they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't, but they should.
When the NFL does like the top 100 players, they do the top 16 Big Brother players from this season. And it's
so all of them?
Daniel's last and Jasmine's second to last.
Although I would love to see Taylor win just so.
Oh, sorry. I forgot about Kyle.
Also Nicole.
Oh, yeah, Nicole.
And Paloma.
Yeah, I would say Nicole is worse than Daniel.
Paloma has to be number 16 because she didn't even fucking play.
And a little bit of
She was number one in our power rankings week one, though.
She was. I do not.
She won the game week one. She won the game. She didn't need to play. She won the game in the first week.
I was impressed with her.
I
drafted her first.
If she hadn't sounded,
she was 1-1.
She was.
Oh
3.
no! Okay.
She was 3. Monty was 1-1.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
For Chris, yeah.
Oh, and then Nicole.
Oh, and just if Monty wins and Chris wins the draft, then we win the draft because we drafted for Chris. So honorable of us.
I would say I win the draft because I was the one that really pushed that we had to do the honorable thing and give him Monty. But you know that's
and then looking ahead for next season, I think Emma and I are just going to be a team in the draft part of it. So we're gonna have to agree on that, and then everybody else can draft.
Not only did we.
No worries.
So Allison joined after the second week.
Can me and Allison be a team just so we can just so she can hate me
because Allison's
even more?
trying to fucking smoke everybody.
Yeah, but if I'm on her team, then I would cause problems.
When enemies become friends.
It would be more like Turner and Jasmine.
I have the power to veto one of these decisions. I'm going to use the power of veto to save myself.
Being said Paloma on medication.
All right, that'll do it for us tonight, guys. We are at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter, Instagram. Give us a follow there. If you're listening to us, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pass the Gravy Bro. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us, go hit that subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't yawn. Don't fucking yawn. Don't do it.
Sorry.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Fight the power.
It was a whole phase.
I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat is at not Pat Dion. Emma is at Little EM Tweets. And Allison is at Affable Allison. Please give us follows. We are very excited about the season finale coming up on Sunday night, 2-hour season finale starting at 7:00 Central Time. And
Sunday best.
Wear your Sunday best. It's a formal event. We will be fucking dressed to the nines. There will be champagne.
I'm putting my wedding dress back on.
Also, just do that. Yes.
That would be fucking epic.
Done.
One more time.
Done. I mean,
If you
technically,
don't, I'm gonna be mad now.
we waited until the finale to go to our honeymoon. So like, I think you get to play that.
should
You
wear
can
it?
still play that.
I think you should do it.
You bought it. Like, what else are you gonna do with it?
And might I
I'll
say,
wear a
you
bridesmaid-
looked
an old bridesmaid dress.
fire
Do it.
in that dress.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
Emma did the
I don't know who has my veil. I think it's my mom.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Also,
You don't need the whole thing. Just
At the very
put
end,
the bow in.
when they opened the champagne and Taylor was like spraying it everywhere, it was kind of funny being like, oh shit, they didn't give us 2 bottles of champagne. So
She
But
was
why
so
would they
brave.
do
The way she was
Ooh.
just like grabbing at it, and I was like, you know it pops, right? You know it's gonna go poop. It was terrifying
Also,
to me.
She should have shaken it before she popped it so that she didn't have to pop it and then splash it around wildly.
yeah,
Well, she's young. She doesn't
yeah,
know.
she's
She's
not used to that.
27.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's not.
She's
She's
young.
27.
Still
I
young.
Googled this.
All right.
she's
So
probably
bad.
been in like 9 weddings already.
No, when people ask me how old I am, I want to say 27, even though it's 31.
Yeah, I just don't get older than that. I'm just
No,
like 27.
that's where my
just
limit
turned
is.
28.
Yeah, it feels weird to say I am officially as old as my parents were when they had me, and I was the youngest of 3.
Me too.
Same.
Same,
Wow.
same.
My
Not
grandma-
What are the odds on
No
that?
My
All right,
grandma
guys.
was 36 for 51 years until she died. I mean, it was just women don't age after that. It's
You
a
just
fact.
don't.
Women don't age.
No, and you won't take us.
Women don't age.
Does that
all right.
mean I don't?
Thank you.
Oh, all right. Before these get heated.
Child bride.
At Pass the Gravy, bro. All right, that was
God,
weird.
really digging into the Branch Davidians here.
Oh yeah.
At Pass the Gravy,
Gravidians.
bro. Yeah, Branch of
So
Gravidians.
sorry,
All
so
right.
sorry.
Please get it right. Please get it right. Don't get us mixed up with those monsters. Give us a follow. You guys are the best. We'll
You're
talk
the
to you
best.
on Sunday. Don't forget those Sunday best dresses. Until then, have a great weekend and pass the gravy, bros.
Big brother, it's big brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On past the gravy, bro.